No doubt? Okay, so let me start new unit, that is unit 5, based on pointers and string. Okay, so in this unit, we will discuss what is pointer, pointer variable declaration and initialization, pointer operators, calling function by reference. Earlier we have used value. Okay, instead of reference, we have used calling function by value. It simply means that 25, 26, etc. will be provided to the function and this will give some answer. But in reference, it will directly modify that variable. Okay. Then the constant qualifier with pointer, bubble sort using call by reference. So earlier we have seen one interesting algorithm, that is bubble sort based on two for loop. So it is 3 for loop. Pointer expressions and pointer arithmetic, the relationship between pointers and arrays of pointer, and one case study of card shuffling and dealing simulation, and finally pointer to the function. So let us start the concept of pointer. Pointer is very powerful and but difficult to master. Actually, it requires a lot of things. Okay, and pointer is directly associated with memory. So that's why, and how do you refer to particular memory is very important. It simulate call by reference means whatever, like this is a function, integer sum, integer a, and integer b. So what it will do, directly return a plus b. And when we will call this function in main program, okay, so we just write printf %d. Just I am not due to lack of space, I am writing only this function sum 25, 27. Okay, and then this program will run very easily, and it will give you output as when we run this program will pass the values 25 and 27 to this place, and this will not modified at this place. Okay, later on we can see that we directly modify these variables also. And one more important thing, when you are running a normal program or when you are looking at your textbook, it is using integer main, integer argc, and character pointer argv. And this is equivalent to Visual Studios 2019 compiler. Okay, so this is very equivalent to Visual Studios 2019 compiler. Fine, both are same thing. This is also pointing to particular address, and this is pointer to pointer. So it will also be pointing to address. So this also denotes a string, and this also denotes string. Okay. So both are the same thing. Now come to pointer variable. It contains memory address as their values. Normal variable contains a specific value, and this is the direct reference. Whenever we are using this statement, like if we use address of count, and if we use count, and if we use star address count, everything will represent 7. Okay. No. Everything will not represent 7. The lower two thing will represent 7. And this will represent address of count. Suppose the address of count is 82579F. Okay. So this is normally written as 0 cross. So the address of count is 0 cross 82579F. This will be the address of count. So why address is required? Address is required because we want to update particular memory location. Okay, so memory related operation will require use of pointers, and using this pointer you can store your data also, like database. These pointers contain address of a variable that has a specific value or indirect reference. So suppose this is a variable and we have declared one pointer. So how do we declare the variable? Integer a equals to 7 and integer pointer aptr equals to address of a. Okay, so whenever we want to declare the pointer, this is the strategy. How do you declare the pointers? So this pointer is very helpful. This next statement simply says that it is pointing to address of A. Okay, like here count is the variable. So let us explain using count only, or let me explain this slide later on. Fine. So this is the pointer to count. Likewise, here we have represented A. So A is written like this. A holds 7. And then one pointer is there. And this pointer is of type integer. Okay. Whenever we declare pointer is of type integer, it will point to any integer variable. If the pointer holds address of not holds address of anything, but if the pointer uses float kind of thing, then it will point to nothing. This is a pointer. So now this is suppose a pointer and it holds the address of a. It means directly it is pointing to the value 7. Okay, this pointer is pointing to the value 7, and this pointer means the address of this pointer and address of a is having same value. Address of a ptr and address of a is having the same value. So I will show you later on. So how do we declare pointer? Here, for any integer variable, we need to declare integer pointer. It simply says that it is not holding anything, means this will directly points to integer value. It is not capable to point any floating point value. Okay, it holds address, same address as whatever we have assigned to that particular pointer. It declares a pointer to an integer variable. Pointer of type integer means pointer to integer. It is not means pointer only stores the address, or it logically points to particular address. Multiple pointers you can declare using a star before the value. Okay, here this statement is equivalent to integer star my pointer. Both are equivalent. Okay, but here because you want to declare each and everything as a pointer, so you need to write like this. You can declare pointers to any data type, initialize pointers to null or an address. So here in previous slide we have initialized to particular address. Otherwise you need to uh, initialize as a null. It simply means that whenever you initialize any pointer, suppose this is a pointer, so it must be initialized to null. Null means this is whenever this type of symbol shows, it shows that this pointer is initially assigned with the null value and it is preferred over 0. So here you can see that y pointer and y pointer is having one address and y pointer is pointing to this address. This is the address. It does not contains, and whenever I am writing asterisk yptr, it will automatically shows 5. Okay, and address of yptr will be this. Actually, in Visual Studio, it shows the same address, whatever address of y is. So let me show you. This is one example here. So this example uses integer y, and this example only simplifies the address of y function. So whenever address of y is accessed, it will give you one address, and this is the initial value when it is not entered by any user. As soon as user enters any value, then this value will be changed. Okay, so this is due to first step only, not for second step. So let me show you what is the meaning of this. Sorry. So here a lot of things is written about pointer. This program simply explains, I'm not asking a user that please enter any value. We have declared because our main target is to understand what is pointer. So I had created multiple checkpoints, and you can see that what is the value of each point. Fine. So integer pointer. Here I had declared one pointer like yptr is a pointer to integer value, and then y pointer holds the address of x. Let me denote another value, xptr. So this will be pointer to, actually it is not pointer. This is pointer, and multiple pointers I need to declare by star, using star, and this is pointer to x. Okay, so now x pointer will point to x and y pointer will point to y. This is not rule of thumb, but to understand now, yptr will point to address of y. Let us see what is the impact of this. Okay, initially, let us now use this statement later on. Fine, and yes. So we have not used any statement, and we have directly pointing to 96. This 96 is different thing, and this address of y is different thing. And here you can see what is the value of y. If I am modifying, I am going to modify y pointer equals to 345. Okay, so let us see one by one what is the meaning of this. This program will execute step by step. So let me clean the build solution and then restart and rebuild the solution. So this is clean now, and now I am rebuilding the solution. Syntax error in line number 15. Yes, this is one error. One more error. Variable y pointer used in line number 12. See, here it gives an error because it is undeclared pointer. So we need to declare this pointer. This pointer we need to declare as null. Okay. So that's why I had not declared anything, but it has already generated one error message. Now it will run, and any other error, y pointer is used, y pointer equals to 96 I had written, and then x is displayed and y is also displayed. Let us see the value of y and value of x, corresponding x. So printf, let me print this value here. This will be x. X equals to y equals to y, x equals to x, address of y. This is actually y. Fine. So now let me run this program. So this program will start executing. You can see in left hand side. This will execute this statement. Integer y equals to 980. Here you can see that y is not only integer y is run. Okay, this is our first step. Actually, this step is integer y semicolon, then y equals to 980. This is just shorthand of that statement. After that, whenever I am continuing to this particular statement, it will now modify the value of y to 980. Now integer x is declared. Okay, integer x is declared, but it is not initialized to any value. Now the value of x is also initialized and value of y is also initialized. Now it will print the value of x. So the value of x is 90. Okay. So in this screen, you can see that value of x is 90 and it is printed, and this is due to this particular statement. Now actually it is not, it has executed this. Now it is moved to this particular thing. So here you can see that x pointer is pointing to x and y pointer is pointing to null. So initially when we declare the pointer, it will automatically points to particular null value. So this 0xccc means always whenever I am running the program in Visual Studio, it is pointing to 0, means null character. Okay. And after execution of this statement, it will pointing to, now you can see that x pointer is pointing to x. So x pointer, the value of x pointer, okay, the value of x pointer, it is pointing to a value that is 90 and it is pointing to that address of x. Okay, so what is the address of x? Address of x is this is address of x, and x pointer holds the address of x pointer holds the address of x. That's why it is able to pointing out this x value. So both the value is same and both the things are same. But why we are using this x pointer? Because to modify the value from remote. Now y is written like this, and this statement will execute the y. Value of y will be printed due to this. So this will print 980. There is no problem. Now y pointer holds, y pointer, x pointer is in memory, and there is nothing related with X pointer. Okay, so now come to Y pointer. What Y pointer will do? Y pointer will points to a value. Okay, this is pointing to a integer value, and this is not permissible directly. Exception throws a right access violation. Y pointer is a null pointer and we have not assigned anything, so it will not doing anything. Okay, now continue to next statement. So this will not running actually. So let me write address of Y. So it has changed. So exception throws right access any. Actually, we have already declared this as null pointer. That's why this creates some value. So let me do this operation and then continue. Okay. So this is not able to run anything. And then Y pointer holds 345. Again, this will give one error. And that is the reason it is not able to run. So let me stop this thing. And instead of pointing this value, better to point at Y. Now, this will start execution. Fine. So it will start execution once again. And from so because the previous iteration was not successful, so that's why it is generating this error message. Now we have cleaned the solution and now let us restart, rebuild the solution. So line number 11, Y pointer is address. Okay, this is the problem. So this will hold the address of Y now. Now you can see the first step is easy, second step is easy, third step is also easy, fourth is also easy. X pointer will point to the same address and the value 90. Okay, and then continue. Then X pointer is pointing to 90 and then come to Y pointer. Y pointer holds the address of Y. So here you can see that Y pointer and the address of Y both is having same value 704, 704 and 980. Now in the next iteration, Y pointer holds address of Y. Same thing is written, no problem, nothing will be there. Okay, nothing special. And now Y pointer is, it is, now you can see that what is the modification. I had modified at Y pointer and it is modified at Y. Okay, here you can see that I had modified at Y pointer, but it is modified, it is also modified at the value of this. So Y pointer, star Y pointer holds 345 and Y pointer holds address as well as whenever we are accessing the address of Y pointer, it will print this address. And whenever I am calling the value of Y, then it will give me the value as 345. Okay, so value of Y pointer and Y PTR is the same value. And here, let me write Y PTR only, Y PTR. So what is the YPTR actually? So here you can see YPTR, it holds 345. If I'm pressing plus plus, then what will happen? And then once again printing to the value of Y. So now you can see that YPTR, okay, fine. So this is the value of, these are the values of Y, and no change has been observed at yptr plus plus, but let us now once again run because we have added one more line. So you can ask the question why we are using pointer. Okay, asking question is not means it is not banned. You people are not asking any question. Last time in maybe 1 month before, I had stopped the person for asking something. Okay, so from that day, nobody is there to ask any question, and it is very harmful for you. Asking question related with this topic is always permissible. Fine. If you are not asking, then it is very harmful for you. If you are asking something else that tomorrow is a holiday or not, so it is there is no meaning of writing or there is no meaning of answering such question. So it is my request uh, to ask question if you are unable to understand the concept.
Sir, but if we want to print an address of a variable, so how do we do it, sir?
What is the question? Once again, let me increase the volume. Yes.
Sir, how do we print the address of a variable?
Address of a variable. Okay. So let us print some addresses from this place. So first of all, I am going to print the address of X. Address of X. This will access a special format specifier that is known as P. Okay. And now when you want to access the address of X, then you need to write address of X. Whatever you have written in scanf statement. Now come to address of Y. So again, %p is written and I am writing address of Y. I am going to write. So address of Y I am accessing. Okay. Let us write address. Address of X pointer. And now in the last statement, address of Y pointer. Okay. So let us continue to this solution. It is recompiling the thing and it is now jump at this statement. And so many check boxes I had created. So Y pointer now Y pointer is declared and it is changing the value of value to 345. You can see that address of Y also and Y pointer also having the same thing. Then come to Y pointer plus plus. So Y pointer plus plus does nothing. Then Y pointer, yes. In the locals you can see, but what is the address of Y pointer? You are now, so the value again pointing to that Y value is given and new line is given. And after that, it will start printing address of X. So address of X, anybody has, yes, this is given address of X 00DD F89C. Here you can see 00DD F89C. Okay. Now address of Y. So what is the address of Y? 8A8. So address of Y is given like this. Okay. Address of Y. Now come to next line. This will points to y pointer's address, and the next will points to x pointer and y pointer's address. So you can see that the address of x pointer and y pointer is different. Okay, x pointer and y pointer is different. And what are the content of that x and y pointer? Okay, just try to evaluate that also. So address of, instead of writing address of x pointer and y pointer, let us have a look at the content of this. So we need to run once again. And one more thing, we need to see content of star also. Okay, the star PTR. So now you are easily able to understand that how do we access the addresses of anything. Fine. So address of anything, if you want to access, you need to write address operator. Otherwise, this pointer p or yes, and this will actually hold the value in decimal. So let me write the value in decimal. So let us execute once again. So you can see the values x and y is initialized to 19. Now it is your duty, just write it down, the last two values of addresses. Okay, so this is address of x is, let me write by my own, and we will later verify that it is working correctly or not. So address of x is given as 868. Okay, now in the next statement, address of x pointer also points to 868. Now come to next statement. So y and y's address is also given. So address of y is 874. Address of y is 874. Now the next thing, this is printed, everything is printed, we have modified, everything is done very cleverly. So now you can see that address of x is 868 and address of y is 874. Now come to next statement. Next statement is written as address of x pointer. So address of x pointer is different. Okay, address of x pointer is different. It see, you can see here what is the value written here. 850 is the address of x pointer and x pointer is pointing to 868 and which holds the value as 90. Got it or not? The concept is pass the butter. Pass the butter means butter is directly data 90. Pass the bowl. Inside that bowl, pass the bowl. This is the bowl. We are passing this bowl and the person passing bowl is x pointer. So this passes the bowl, but we called it as bowl. So nobody will be able to understand until and unless we access this value. So now this value will be 90. Similarly, in the next, you can see several things are there. Y pointer, address of y pointer is also given. Okay. Yes. Actually, not address, whatever. See, here I had written %d and %d. So you can see that inside that it is pointing to that address. So this holds directly the address of some variable and then address of xptr. Address of xptr is x pointer and that points to 90. And address of y pointer, so this is something else because it is written as %d and %d. That's why some different answer is coming. So not an issue, but only important thing is that y pointer holds the address of whatever I am saying, that y pointer holds the address of a. It means y pointer, if the variable y pointer is accessed, then it if you access this, it will hold the address of y pointer. Okay, It is not taking, or it is not storing the address of y. Fine. So when you are running more and more program, then you will be able to understand what is the value and how it is coming. Any other doubt? So let us come to slide only once again. So here you can see that it says that if I am writing address of integer y pointer holds the address of y, it simply means that integer y pointer will points to y. Okay, this simply means so this is the thing which we have completed now. Now indirection and dereferencing operator pointer. Two different things are given. So it returns a synonym or alias of what it is, its operand points to. Okay, y pointer returns y because y pointer points to y. Points to y and holds the address of y. Both are different things. It can be used for assignment also. Suppose I am writing this. So this holds this variable. Y pointer, suppose pointing to x, then it is changing the value of y pointer holds the y. Okay, so it changed the value of y. Dereferencing pointer operand of star must be an al value, no constant. So here this is inverse to each other. Whenever I'm writing this and this together, it will return a value. Fine. They cancel each other out. So this is a simple program. Integer a pointer. We know the value of a is initialized to. So how do we see this is a and this is a pointer. Okay. Now with this step, a holds 7 and a pointer equals to address of a. It means it is pointing to 7. Fine. Whenever pointer aptr, whenever I am using this value, this will always print 7. So the address of a is ampersand a. Okay. Address of a is ampersand a. And the value of aptr is the value of aptr is aptr. Okay, so you can see that both is having same value, address of a as well as the content of aptr. So the content, this is pointer and the content of aptr is actually, suppose the address is 0012ff88. so the content of this will be 0012ff88. Okay, so a pointer points to this particular address, and whenever I am using asterisk aptr, so it is always equals to 7. Now printf, the value of a is, the value of a is directly 7 and the value of star aptr, both are same, but it is pointing, this aptr is having some different address. Okay, so let me see the address of aptr is given. No, it is not given. So some address like FF9234 sort of thing will be there. So this is the address of APTR. Whenever I am accessing address of APTR, it will give you this output. Whenever I am accessing APTR, this will give you this output. Whenever I am using star APTR, this will giving you this output. Fine. So this showing that star and address are inverses. So here you can see that star and address we have written together and then we write aptr. So it will only return aptr. Okay. So what is the content of aptr? Content of aptr is 0012. So content of aptr is the same thing. And see, we have also means the sequence is changed, associativity. Here the sequence is address star and star address is written. So both is having same impact. Now you can ask any question. You are free to ask any question. Yes. Are you able to understand the concept?
Yes, sir.
So it is my recommendation to write this program as well, so that it is very, because this is very basic and important program. So just write it down in your pen, using your pen and paper. I'm giving you 5 minutes.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in VS Code, to print an address of a variable in integer, we need to write %u, sir, but I'm a little bit confused. You are using %p.
%p means pointing to that particular address. This is a special kind of operator, and this is %p. %p is a pointer address.
Sir, but in VS Code it is %u. Why is that, sir?
No. In VS Code also I had used a %p. But you can use %u also. But %u will give you decimal address. Unsigned
Okay, sir.
address
Oh, I
cannot be
got it, sir.
negative value. Okay, so that's why.
Sir, in %p it will be hexadecimal, and in
Yes,
%u it will be decimal system.
it,
I
yes,
got it,
it will
sir.
be, and you can convert it also.
Okay,
Let me
sir.
show you the because we are having the program also. So this is the program, and let me write what are having the same value. Axis and yes. So better to write at this place. But how do we convert into decimal? Is there a any direct way? So this is the address of X and address of X. Both is having same thing. Okay. And yes, but I am not able to copy it. Let me write 013 7F 980. Okay. So hex to decimal converter. Zero 137F 980. So this is the value 20. Let us check whether this value is coming or not. So you can see that 20445568 is there. Yes or no? So is it clear to you? Everyone?
Yes, sir, it is clear now. Thank you, sir.
So %u is written because address cannot be negative value. Okay. And there is no other reason for this. So this is the program, just write it down. And this is the explanation actually. First thing is the address of A is the value of A pointer. ये मैंने बता ही दिया आप लोगों को, and that also I had discussed. So just write it down. within 5 minutes, and in between that writing, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Completed?
Yes, sir, done.
Okay, fine. So tomorrow we will see, from Monday we will see calling function by reference. So how do we call any function by reference, and what is the impact of this? And this is very helpful because a lot of memory management things are given here. Okay, let me close this program first.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, there is only one certificate in course. In last, not in every step like first, second, third, fourth.
कहाँ पर?
Sir, in C programming, in Coursera.
In C programming Coursera, how many certificates
sir.
are there?
There
One
only
certificate.
one certificate in last, sir. Not to in each step there is no certificate. In last we will get one certificate only.
तो आपने ध्यान से नहीं सुना था जब मैंने आपको बताया था?
So क्या?
मैंने आपको ये बताया था कि हर हफ्ते का कोई सर्टिफिकेट नहीं है, वो हफ्ते का एक टोटल 4 कोर्स है, एक कोर्स में 4 हफ्ते हैं, ऐसे 16 हफ्ते के 4 सर्टिफिकेट आएंगे आपके।
मीन्स ये एक ही था?
ये एक था, अभी और 3 बचे हैं।
सर इसमें 4 स्टेप बोले थे आपने कि इसके अंदर ही 4 स्टेप है?
इसके अंदर ही क्या है?
4
आप कहाँ
स्टेप
से गई थी? आप कहाँ से गई थी ये कोर्स में?
सर जो आपने लिंक भेजा था उसी से गए थे। तो शायद आपने पहले बताया होगा, या तो क्योंकि हमने बाद में क्लास ज्वाइन किया, मतलब
नहीं, मैंने आपको ना तो पहले और ना बाद में यही लिंक है ना, ये जो लिंक भेजी है मैंने।
यस सर।
MCA में भी शायद सेम लिंक भेजी होगी मैंने, है ना? एक बार और देख, MSc में, MSc, ओके, एक बार और भेज देता हूँ ये लिंक, ये भेजी मैंने, और इसको मैंने ये क्लिक किया, ये आपको स्क्रीन में दिखाई दे रहा है। आपने क्या किया है अभी पता है? आपने सिर्फ इसको किया है। अभी ये बच्चा है, ये बच्चा है, ये बच्चा है, और यदि आप ये तीनों एक हफ्ते के अंदर नहीं कंप्लीट करते, इंक्लूडिंग द डेट ऑफ दिस, यदि आपने इसको 5 तारीख से किया है तो किसी भी हालत में इसको 11 तक कंप्लीट करना पड़ेगा। ठीक है?
अच्छा, यस सर।
सर इसमें डेबिट कार्ड नहीं लग रहा ना?
सर तब तो ये नहीं होगा फिर इस हिसाब से तो।
हाँ तो आप देख लो, मैंने तो आपको पहले ही बताया कि चारों कोर्स 1 हफ्ते के अंदर करने। डेबिट कार्ड तो लगेगा, ट्रायल में तो लगना ही है।
डेबिट नहीं मांग रहा, क्रेडिट मांग रहा था सर कार्ड डिटेल में।
अपना एक सर्टिफिकेट सबमिट
इट डिपेंड्स कि वेदर इंटरनेशनल ट्रांजेक्शन इज परमिसिबल इन योर कार्ड और नॉट।
सर सबमिट
क्रेडिट कार्ड तो है नहीं।
है ना, तो क्योंकि मैंने तो डेबिट कार्ड से ही किया हूँ, मैं अभी डेबिट कार्ड से ही करता हूँ सारी चीजें।
सर सबमिट कहाँ करने हैं?
क्या चीज, क्या करना है?
सर्टिफिकेट सबमिट कहाँ करने हैं?
अभी मैं लिंक बनाऊंगा ना। चारों हो गए क्या आपके?
नो
सर,
तो फिर अभी तो फर्स्ट ही हुआ है इस हिसाब से तो।
हाँ नहीं, फर्स्ट वाले को तो ठीक है, भेज तो देना। बाकी चारों जिनके हो जाएंगे फिर उनके लिए लिंक बनेगी 14 जनवरी को। ठीक है,
ओके सर।
तो तब तक आप जैसा भी कर सकते हो, किसी और ईमेल आईडी से रजिस्टर हो जाओ, है ना। लेकिन किसी और ईमेल आईडी से रजिस्टर होगे तो आप लोगों को पहला कोर्स जो फिर पुराने हिसाब से आपको याद होगा उस हिसाब से वहां पर आंसर लिख के वहां से फिर से सर्टिफिकेट लेना पड़ेगा, तब आप दूसरे पे जाओगे। ठीक है,
थोड़ा फास्ट हो जाएगा है ना सर?
बहुत फास्ट हो जाएगा, 1 घंटे में पहला सर्टिफिकेट मिल जाएगा आपको।
अच्छा।
तो 2-3 ईमेल आईडी से आप सर्टिफिकेट ले लो, और जो लास्ट ईमेल आईडी रखना उससे सर्टिफिकेट को कर लेना।
ये
तो
सर
14
ये भी
तारीख
सही
तक
कह
आप
रहे हैं।
कम से कम 2-3 ईमेल आईडी से कर लो। ठीक है,
ओके सर।
so let me download the attendance. So with this we conclude today's class, and we will meet you on Monday. Wish you a very happy and prosperous new year. Okay,
सेम टू यू सर।
Same to you, sir.
thank you,
Thank
thank you
you, sir.
everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, enjoy. Fine.